Welcome to Utica TV's Mumbles. My name is Nico Leonard, and today I'm joined with co-captain of the dance team here at Utica, Riley Mulholland. Thanks so much for joining us today. So, how did you become the co-captain of the dance team?
So the team nominates individuals at the end of the season. So at the end of last year's season, we kind of have a process where they nominate an individual and then the team as a whole vote. So you can express why you want that position, why you think you'd be the best fit for it. And then the team votes for it, and the team voted me as their co-captain.
So what does it mean to you to be the co-captain of the dance team?
I lead them in pretty much everything we do, from the beginning of the season when tryouts take place, just there watching everyone, help creating the team from that point, and then from then on kind of just leading the girls, being someone for them to kind of like go off of if they ever need someone to support them, someone that's always there for them, and then just always leading them with all of the events that we do on campus, off campus, and yeah.
So what are some of the big differences between being a co-captain and a captain?
So the captain of the team typically kind of like sets everything. So if we're doing an event off campus, then she's the one mainly in contact with all of those people. At the end of the day, we make all of our decisions together. Typically, they're like a final say. We'll kind of go through the captain, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Most of our work is done together. We kind of make it more of like a team effort than one of us has more power over the other.
Mm-hmm.
We just find that it works better that way for us and for the team as a whole.
Right. So what was your dance experience like up until this point in your career? Do you have any goals going forward with that? What have you done up until this point?
So I started dancing when I was about 6 years old at home. So I'm from Rhode Island, so I started dancing there at studios, competed at home, then danced in high school, was a captain of my team in high school, then moved to Utica, wanted to go to a college that had a dance team just because of the love that I had for dance and the amount that it's done for me over the years, just like kind of a way to escape the outside world.
Right.
So came to Utica, started dancing here. Didn't think that I would have the position that I do today, but I absolutely love it. So just joined the team just to have a group of people that I feel connected with, that I have common interests with, and then got the position that I do, and I'm thankful for that. Moving forward, next year I'd also love to have the position that I have now. It'll be my senior year, and then when I graduate, hoping to join a more professional dance team. I know at home we have like the Patriots cheerleaders, which like they're not, they're more of a dance team than a cheer team, but one of those sort of professional teams is what my goals are moving forward with dance.
Awesome, yeah. So how would someone who's interested in joining the dance team here at Utica join the dance team? Is it a recruiting process, or is it just something like a sign up and show up kind of thing?
Yeah, so we typically send out a interest form starting during the summer, and then we do highly encourage individuals that want to join the team, if they know the year prior, to kind of try to show up to some of our events. We have a showcase on campus at the end of the year that they can kind of come to, and it just encapsulates everything we've done over the years, so they can see that. But they just fill out an interest form. It's not even required to do that. It's more of, you can just show up the day of tryouts and fill out everything we have there, just asking like your name, experience you've had, and why they want to join the team. And then we have a tryout process where we teach a dance and they do it. We teach a few like small combinations that they just like show us their techniques and all of that, and then anything else they have that's like a special talent of theirs to show us. And then from there on out, we kind of just have scores for everyone, and we just make the team based on those scores.
Right. So after joining the team then, when and where should people expect to see you guys performing?
So first big performance of the year is usually at the homecoming football game. We do the halftime performance there, and that is one of our favorite performances. This year we also got to do the breast cancer awareness game for football, and then we perform at all Utica men's hockey games. So we're around the rink, like up in the stands sort of for all of those. So every time the puck is not in play, we have dances that we can go out and do for that. We also perform halftime at some of the men's and women's basketball games. So those are a lot of fun as well. And then we also do 1 to 2 competitions per season. So the past 2 years we've traveled to Brockport for those. So it's against just different colleges that are around. We've done like Nazareth, Cortland, those schools. So we kind of all just come together, and it's a big competition. This year was really exciting for us. We placed first overall at that competition, so it's a big thing for us.
Yeah.
And then from there, we are at a lot of events on campus, just like some of the like the Take Back the Night Walk,
Right.
those different events on campus we typically go to. And then we have a showcase at the end of the year, like I mentioned, which we just had this past weekend, and just shows all of the dances we've done that season, from our first football halftime performance to all the dances we did at competition, and then anything else that the dancers kind of choose they like want to throw in, whether it's solos, duets, other small group dances. And then we kind of have more like fun events on campus as well.
So you guys have a lot of stuff you do. It's kind of like an all-year kind of thing.
Yes.
So what are some of the most like special experiences you've had in your 3 years, right?
Yeah.
3 years with this team.
Last year was our first showcase, so that was definitely very exciting, because we were the first ones to really bring it together, and
Right.
like that was a special moment for us as a team. Other favorite moments, the halftime football games. There's just something about the energy with like the crowd there, and just especially the homecoming game. Everyone, like tons of families were there, so everyone just coming together for that game is like really a special moment for the team as a whole.
Right.
And we just absolutely love it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. So are there any specific like traditions that the Utica dance team has? Any specific things you guys do every single year that's just what you guys do? I know you mentioned like a showcase, but are there anything, like is there a competition you do at Utica, or is everything away?
So typically the competitions are all away. We are next year, fingers crossed, trying to host a competition at Utica, which will be really exciting for us as a team. It'll hopefully get our name out there a little more.
Would that be the first ever?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. So we're really hoping for that. We just got a coach this year, Sierra Parrish, and she's absolutely amazing. We love her. So now that we have her, we're hoping to really get that more in the works. Another fun event we typically have on campus is the Pia Dancer event, which we do with the football team as well. So it's Pia Dancer or a football coach, and that is typically a huge turnout for us. We absolutely love it. The students seem to love it as well.
Yeah. I love it. I do it all the time. It's fun.
We actually have that coming up this Friday, the 26th, from 12 to 4. So
nice.
We'll see
Get
you
the
there.
word out for everyone. Yeah, I'll be there. So how do you juggle being on the dance team like for the entire year and being a full-time student? I know a lot of sports here are kind of like, you're locked in from August to November, and then it's kind of like, a practice or two, but you guys are kind of locked in doing stuff all year. How do you manage that while also being a full-time student?
It can be a lot, especially during competition season. Typically throughout the season as a whole, we have 2 practices a week. They're 2 hours each, so we practice 4 hours a week. Come competition season and showcase, we try to squeeze in at least 1 more practice, so it can maybe range from like 2 to 4 practices a week, especially if dancers are in more of our small group dances. So it definitely becomes a lot. Personally, I also try to encourage the team, kind of like work together, like try to get a friend or two to like go to the library, go sit in the Wilcox Center, like do your homework there, and just try to find the best time management skills you can, because it becomes a lot. And then being like one of the leaders for the team, and also having the responsibilities of managing them, and then dancing in practice, and also my own schoolwork, and then I also work on campus and off campus. So I'm very busy, but I think just finding the time management skills that work best. I personally love just put everything like on my Google Calendar and everything right there, and just go to the library, work with the people that you're always with, and find your times.
Yeah. Do you feel like a lot of your role as a co-captain is helping out those first years that are on your team find those time management skills you've had?
Yes, for sure. I know this year we had a few members who like kind of struggled with the switch of coming in to like being at a new school, being in a new team, being around people that they just haven't, like they've never met before.
Right.
There weren't locals from Utica, and every freshman experiences it, especially the ones that move in here. Like I experienced it being, like I live 4 hours away, so coming
I'm 6
here.
hours away, so I feel it.
So coming here was a big change for me. I do find that I had to kind of work with them and just give them ideas of like what has helped me, and if that's not going to help them, what has helped my friends or like people that I know, just like the different strategies I've heard, and they've seemed pretty successful, so I think there's been some success there.
Yeah, that's good. That's very good. Well, that's all for this week's episode of Moose Mumbles. Riley, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you all for watching. We'll see you next week for our final episode of the semester.